So I found this article on allure.com. It's called 15 retinol oils that won't dry out or irritate even the most sensitive skin. The 3 items that I have, no one is better than the other. They're each kind of tackling a different need or different type of concern. So I just want to present you with this. Why I like oils versus using serums and stuff. In the past, I've used the Philosophy Help Me, which I thought was a very good product, and also the Shani Darden Retinol Reform, which is one I would 100% repurchase time and time again. But I have an affinity for oils. Because I have a drier skin, I like something that's particularly moisturizing, and sometimes I don't want to do multiple steps. I just want to have a one and done product. One of the blurbs or the questions that really stood out to me said, does the less penetrative nature of oil mean the retinol won't work its magic on your skin? Even though the retinol is mixed with a hydrophobic oil, you will still get the benefit of retinols. It does decrease the effectiveness, but it helps mitigate the irritation. That's why I like this category of product. One is the Sunday Riley Luna oil. In the article, they mentioned that it has a retinoic acid ester, a much more gentle ingredient, so there is a lower risk of irritation, dryness, and flaking. Very true. I purchased this off the back of a recommendation on YouTube from another influencer. The blue color initially scared me, but once it absorbs, it never stains or transfers onto white pillowcases. It's very emollient. It doesn't have the best fragrance, but it's definitely the sort of product where you wake up in the morning and the skin is more plump, more glowy. And as I mentioned in my last episode, this was the product I was using after having a jejunum peel at the early part of spring this year. I love this one. Really impressed, and I bought the small version of it, the 15 ml. So the next item is the one that introduced me to this category of products. I found it off the back of a Lisa Eldridge video. I still subscribe to her, and I know she's now known for having her beauty brand, but she introduced me to a lot of interesting brands like Estaderm. So although I don't take away any lessons on, lipstick application from her, she does have really interesting recommendations when it comes to skincare. And so she brought up this Dermalogica retinol clearing oil once, and it's a very light, fresh textured product. Again, not the most pleasant smelling, but it's so fluid and so light. Like the Sunday Riley, this one is also a nighttime treatment, but what makes this one special is because it has that salicylic acid, the BHA, and jojoba. It's clarifying, it's very lightweight. You can layer a moisturizer on top of this one as well. I think it's the absolute business. If you have adult acne, or if you want something to help with scarring from acne, it's clarifying, it's moisturizing, it does all the things. I thought this was the product that really convinced me that retinol and oil is a good mix. I love this one. So the last one, and one that recently had a makeover, is from Verso. This is the superfacial oil with retinol 8, or retinoate is the actual Latin for the ingredient. And so when I initially purchased it, it came in 4 vials. So you got a little travel container, and there were 4, I think 7.5 ml vials. So it totaled 30 mils. They no longer do it in this format. It looks identical to like the Tom Ford travel fragrances. What I liked about this one in particular, unlike the other 2, which are nighttime treatments, this one, it's a dry oil, and it is suitable to be used in the morning and in the evening. Again, I'm very squeamish about dry oils, but it is so pleasant, and it layers really well with day cream, sunscreens, any number of things. The Luna is very rich. The Dermalogica is lightweight, but is a nighttime treatment. This one, the Verso, is day and nighttime, and it's also velvety. It's a really exceptional product. If you like this idea of retinol, you're worried about the dryness, you want something that's going to be hydrating and that you incorporate into the rest of your routine, definitely have a look at retinol oils. I'm going to link this article. They have an exhaustive list of items. They have items as budget friendly as Ordinary and Neutrogena. So definitely an article worth looking at, and a category of products that I think is underappreciated. So as always, thumbs up, thumbs down, do whatever feels right to you. Thank you for listening. Thank me for speaking. And I will catch you in the next one. Adios.